There is no other street in Malmö like this one.
Den här gatan hamnar ju lätt i att det ska vara Malmös värsta eller Malmös bästa.
De säger att jag är full, smutsig, dålig, fientlig, farlig. Att mina vrår är fuktiga och luktar unken.
I'm Carlo Emme and I am the booker and art director of Plan B, which is this DIY concert venue in Norra Grängesbergsgatan. Plan B is a very improvised organization that comes out of the need of putting together people, and we found as a common interest music. So what we basically do is offer the opportunity to local artists and bands to introduce themselves to our community, and we offer a stage to international bands, mostly obscure, unknown, very small but extremely talented musicians and artists that pass by Malmö, and they wouldn't stop if there wasn't a place like ours.
De säger att man kan försvinna om jag kramar en. Att det inte är bra att vara i mitt sällskap under de mörka timmarna. De andra drömmer om mig, om mitt sällskap, kommer och återkommer med sin lust, njuter av mina inbjudningar, känner min värme och min livlighet.
Plan B is based in Norra Grängesbergsgatan because it's cheap rent, far from neighbors, apartments, far from the movida in the city. If I look at the past, I mean, the first time I've been to Norra Gränges was 5 years ago, and the street was much different. And I've seen, since we arrived like 3.5 years ago, I've seen the street changing. 6 months, after 6 months, you could tell that the street was getting more like brighter in a way. Like we had some troubles in the very beginning with some very sketchy people at the door, but then those people just disappear from the street. And so it felt that it was getting kind of safer and safer. So I think like that this, if I look at the past 5 years and I think of the next 5 years, I think that the street will be, there will be more things happening. Probably another bar will open. If we manage to expand into the other space, there will be like 3-4 times the amount of people that used to come here. On what terms that will be done, I don't know. It's too messy to have a proper definition. Like people that are supposed to know, they don't know anything about it. So it's really up to the people that are here. If it goes up to me, as I said, it will be pretty insane around here. And I think that is the opinion of a lot of other people on this street as well. The future of Norra Gränges, I hope it becomes a party street, like hardcore, crazy, insane party street with something happening every day. Loud and wild. I think will be the next 5-6 years in a dream scenario for me. That's Plan B.
My name is Paul Kraus, and I started Hypnos Biograf, and I'm one of the founding members of the Förening Film i Malmö. We have created a small cinema and stage, and we have done that for a lot of different reasons. We wanted to give an opportunity to filmmakers to show their films to a public in sort of a professional setting that wasn't expensive for them and that would respect their work with like a good audio and good visual system. It's going to be developed by some interests. And if we establish ourselves here now before larger money or interest come in, we can help to steer what happens here. And so I think there's a lot of opportunities for other entrepreneurs or other people to come in with their ideas now and to help create this street in a culturally dynamic way. Right now it's already culturally dynamic, but it's always behind the front of the street. So if you go to visit any atelier here, you have to wind your way up into a building. Or if you want to go to Plan B, it's a music venue that you have to go all the way around to the back and it's quite hard to find. Or if you want to come to here, you have to come in through a door, wind your way through a building till you come to So all of the cultural activities are behind the scenes. And on the front of the street, it gives everybody the impression that this is a street that has mechanics. It's a great opportunity for this location now because you have Persborg and Rosengård stations, so that you have a pretty simple connection from Lund or Central Station or Copenhagen. It hasn't make this street an opportunity to become a destination street that can operate 24 hours a day. We will have a day life here, so like up until 5, 6, 7 o'clock, you'll have one type of business that is operating here, and then in the evenings we'll have another type of business is operating here, and that's already happening. If you are here at 10 o'clock at night, you will hear loud worship praise ceremonies from one room. You might hear rock club coming from another room. You might hear a band practicing like death metal from another window. You'll see people coming out of our biograph, and we can turn it up as loud as we want because we're not disturbing anything. So all you need to do is add like a restaurant or a pub or something to bring the people who are in their individual spaces and give them a meeting point, and then more culture and more socialization can occur. Because I think that's the way to go. I think to keep as much of the day and night life, and to just give them both the space to do their work and not push anybody out for any reason is ideal.
Vissa av dem vill ta bort mig, byta mig med en yngre och vacker, kanske med extra glans.
Tittar du på traditionell stadsbyggnad så är det ju ganska storslagna visioner och tankar som oftast inkluderar ganska mycket en fullständig omdaning av ett område.
Andra kämpar för mig.
Det kan vara saker och ting som Malmö stad går ut med som är totalt som kan vara i konflikt med intressen från många grupper här. Stads expansion pratas ju om förtätning och Malmö växer ju med massor av invånare varje år, så vi behöver bygga bostäder. Så att det är klart att stadsbyggnadskontor och politiker och andra har naturligtvis intressen av att leta var kan vi skapa nya bostäder för människor i staden. Och det är klart att det här området är väl också intressant. Ngbg köpte kvarteret Kampen där borta för ett antal år sedan med ambitionen att börja bygga bostäder. Så att, men som sagt var, det är inte min del av Malmö stad. Det är liksom utanför både mina befogenheter och befattning att på något sätt. Jag har inte någon större insyn, men så att därför så vill jag inte heller spekulera, förutom att jag vet om att staden övergripande tittar på en förtätning. Men den förtätningen kan ju naturligtvis då ske på bekostnad av då den kulturen som har funnits här kanske i 30 och 40 år, som har levt i lokaler som denna.
De kan ombyta mig, men jag ska leva. Kanske i nya kläder, men jag ska leva. Som alla mina systrar och mina bröder fortsätter jag att leva.